morning, good afternoon and good evening. I am your host Saskia, aka Sassy Colouring, and I'm here today to show you what I got in my February 2021 Scrawlerbox. So for those who don't know what Scrawlerbox is, it's an art subscription box that comes once a month, and you can choose 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months depending on what savings you want to get. It's approximately £15, so you have to do your own conversions, £20 with postage. And in this box you get art supplies, paper, art prints, the scroller zine or magazine, a sweet treat, a sticker, and then the product list. Each box you buy plants a tree, which is another great thing about this box, and you can earn points for the longer you subscribe for to earn even more rewards. So it's not only a phenomenal subscription box to get, you're also helping the environment and earning extra points for extra awards and stuff. Who doesn't like extra bonus stuff? Each month they feature a new artist and their style of work. Each month I butcher the poor person's name, so I'm going to say Julien Renaud. I apologize if that's wrong. But Julien, his art style is Cubism. I have to admit that I'm not a big fan of Cubism or that style, but his work is phenomenal. It's great, and he gives you some tips and tricks to help you along if you want to experiment. Then obviously we have the gallery where you see other people's work, and then you get to what Cubism is, what influence it has on different art, etc, etc. And then the very back was about Brexit, because we needed more information on that. So the first thing we're going to look at is this lovely artist print. It's square, which is unusual, and it gives us this nice insight into who the artist is. Now we have the 6 sheets of 360 gram System 3 acrylic paper. So it says it's ideal for use with acrylic colours and mediums. This paper is a perfect surface to both practice and develop techniques, as well as for finished artworks. It's got a lovely texture, and I don't know if you could see it there. It's a lovely thickness, but it has this really nice texture to the paper, and it makes it look really professional looking. I haven't used this paper before, so this is going to be, again, the point of the box for me is to explore and try out new things and different products and brands and see what I like, what I don't like, and what I would use again. So every month you get the product card, and that will give you the information on all of the products in this box, or the box that they come in. Hold back your excitement, but the sticker that was missing from last month's box is in this box. I didn't tell them I was missing a sticker, so I think maybe this happened to everybody. Maybe they forgot to put the stickers in, or else they're sneaky watching my videos and they know that there was no sticker. So every month we get a sweet treat, and this popping candy just excites me. I love popping candy. I am a child who never really grew up, just got a lot taller. Back to the art supplies, we then have the Abstract Matte Soft Body Acrylic paint. They come in these unique pouches that are not only economical but double as a painting tool, so you can squeeze the paint directly onto the canvas. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but we have the colours red, blue and white. This should be interesting. So next we have the magic pencil. Okay, I can't pronounce the name. It's like Colnor Hardmuth. So again, excuse that. If you look in the description, it'll have the proper name. But it does come in these 3 different colours together. There's blue, red and white in the lead, all mixed up together. This Pro Art, oh my goodness, why do they name them these names? Scholar Creole brush. I might not be able to pronounce it, but I can tell you that it's made from stiff, durable synthetic hair. It's ideally suited for acrylic painting. It's firm enough to handle paint straight from the pouch and is also excellent at colour holding and pointing capabilities. It also lets us know that it's black and gold colouring. I think that's silver. Makes it exceptionally smart. Is it? Okay, next we have the Dollar Roni Simply Acrylic Paint Marker. So we're just going to call it the paint marker. So this is a water-based fast drying acrylic paint marker. It's permanent and streak free and perfect for pairing with the acrylic paints. So that's an idea for when we do the Scrawlerbox challenge, to pair it with the paints. Okay, so my thoughts are, these are nothing that I would buy. I would probably buy the acrylic paint marker, like the Posca pen. I would definitely buy the popping candy. Apart from that, I'm not a fan of painting because I'm not very good at it. I'm not a fan of cubism because I just don't like the style for myself personally, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. So my first task was to define what cubism is. It's a established form of art since the early 1900s. We all know Pablo Picasso. We all know that Picasso painted in the cubism style, but what actually is it? So they weren't trying to replicate like textures and form. They used color and space to produce art. It's a contemporary kind of art to me, so that's what I'm going to go with. A lot of cubism is very straight lines, but especially like the artist that we have today in this box, we can see that he does use curvy lines, so I'm going to use curvy lines also. I have no idea what this is going to come out like because, as I say, I'm absolutely useless with paints. I'm only going to try and use the one paintbrush, which is quite thick, so I don't know how that'll go. And I'm going to try and do a cubism style. Let's see how this works. So as you may or may not know, I have finished my new book this month called Gnome Sweet Gnome, and I've drawn about 50 million different mushrooms. You may think that's an exaggeration, but it's not. So it came into my head that I wanted to try something like a toadstool or a mushroom, these ended up being toadstools, in the cubism style. So I wanted to kind of keep the lines jagged, keep the picture very simple, and hopefully come up with something that we're going to classify as art by the end. Now I'm not sure how I feel about these paints being in the pouches, because I understand how they could be eco-friendly, and I understand how you could use them to paint kind of direct onto the canvas. But how do you know when your paint is getting low? Do you just feel and see how much it feels like is in there? Would you just buy bigger pouches if you're going to paint a lot more? I'm not sure. I don't know how I feel about them. They seem to be a good idea because they're going to be easier to store. But I don't like change at the best of times. So when I've gone from like an acrylic tube to a pouch, my brain's screaming at me to go back to the tube. But I can see the advantages of them. I did cheat a little bit and end up using smaller paintbrushes because the brush that came with the set was huge and I couldn't get into like the little nooks and crannies that I was trying to paint. I mixed up the colours to kind of keep them in the same ballpark, just variating the blues to different shades of blue. Used the pink for the stem of the mushroom. they're nice colours. Of course, you've got the blue, you've got the red, you've got the white, so you can make many different colours. It would have been a lot nicer, in my opinion, if they'd have had the 3 primary colours, because most of us have got white. Maybe not in acrylic, but maybe they won't mix well with other colours. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to use these colours on this picture. I didn't want to influence it with any other different ones. So my masterpiece is taking shape. It is very quick drying, so it was quite easy to leave it for 5 minutes, and it was drying while I pumped through the paint into the acrylic marker. And then I was going to outline everything, because again, I think with the cubism style, especially the artist that we've got this month, he's got very thick black lines outlining everything, and I love that look on something. As far as the magic pencil goes, I did find that I was okay to sharpen it because I have the big Helix sharpener, and it has a variation of sizes. You can kind of use different sizes with it, but if you don't have a large pencil sharpener, then you may need one for this colouring pencil. I don't know what you would use it for. I'm not sure what anybody would use this pencil for. I didn't find a use for it other than just kind of adding in some small shading bits, and I don't know. It's not something I would buy myself. It's not something I could find a use for just yet. But again, this is the beauty of the box. These are not necessarily things you would buy for yourself or you would buy if you see them, but this way you do try them, and more often than not you're going to find a use for it. So that is February's Scrawlerbox. I am going to go and pop some candy with my children and see who can make the most noise with it. While this box is not something I would choose for myself, I've still had fun. And at the end of the day, isn't that what art is all about? All the links that you need will be in the description box below, so you can grab your own box. That's it from now. Until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, stay happy, and as always, stay sassy.